Okay, what is up guys? Fahan here with Zah here again and our good friend Harith. So we are doing a bike review and we're going to review his KTM Duke 390. Just to give a bit of background, so Harith's model is a 2017 model lah. So the KTM 390 Duke is a standard naked motorcycle developed jointly by Austrian motorcycle manufacturer KTM and Bajaj Auto Limited of India and sold under the KTM branding. Part of the KTM 390 series, it shares its platform and components with its sister model, the RC 390 sports bike lah.
And the KTM is primarily assembled in India, Philippines and Argentina, and it is sold everywhere in the world. So its angular bodywork and choice of black, white and orange color scheme is a KTM trademark. So quite compact for a class 2A bike, and it's marketed as a simple, easy, lightweight bike for beginner riders. Although in Singapore you will need a class 2A to ride it, so it's not really quite a
learner's bike,
a beginner's bike.
For Singapore lah, because I think different country got other classes They got two classes only lah. So engine is a 373 4-stroke liquid cooled DOHC with a 6-speed manual transmission. And for here in Singapore, though it's not as common as most mainstream models such as the Honda Super 4 or CB400X, amongst the KTM models, I've actually seen quite a few lah of the Duke 390. Okay, so Harith, I want to know
Yes.
why you bought this KTM Duke 390?
I think the first thing that caught my attention was the design and it's also a new design for the 390. There's an old one which is a bit more rounded if you know.
Because this one I think they changed the headlight for
not only headlight but the body also. The body like the frame also. It started on 2017 onwards because the first one that I saw was the 1250cc one, which I was interested in that design, and then they have it on the 390 also. So I like the angular design. I mean, color also is my favorite, and I think because of my profession, because I work in building and construction, right? So the trellis design has fooled me lah. I really find an aesthetic to it lah.
The has a rough chassis design.
Design this trellis tubular steel trellis. So I'm a sucker for that lah.
So it reminds me of those what?
Building. Crane. Because if you look at other bikes in this class, right, most likely it's either hidden frame or the frame will be a bit different. You know, those classic metal.
I noticed that this so-called chassis design is a trademark of the KTM bikes lah. And maybe the next one you look at is will be, I guess, Ducati lah, but there will be a different class already, is it?
Besides the trellis, what other things that you like about the bike?
If you to look at the specs, I guess it's known for, KTM is known for its torquey, punchy engine. And I like that raw feeling because
I see people doing wheelies.
But
don't do it in Singapore.
But I'm a good rider. I don't have the skill yet. But but even without doing wheelies or stunts like that, right, you'll be able to have fun on the KTM because, like I said, it has explosive power. So during traffic light, you'll be the first one to go off, kind of thing. And also, people say you have the additional power to get away from sticky situations, but so far I don't find myself in that situation, so I wouldn't know lah. But the engine is very raw. If you compare the vibration to the other bikes of that class or even the lower class, it's much more vibration.
Fuel consumption. I know this is a very important issue in many bikers. When they will want to buy a bike, they will ask about fuel consumption. So how is the fuel consumption for this bike?
Okay. Actually, I've used this one app to track. So it's quite accurate also. So the fuel consumption is the best I could get is 28 kilometers per liter.
Kilometers per liter. So one tank like roughly.
One tank. Okay, let me see. One tank. One tank, but without going to reserve, will get me I think 270 kilometers or 280. On a good day, on a good week, you can go to maybe 300 until you need to go for next top up.
Wow,
I mean,
not bad.
just to give a...
Not bad lah.
Yeah, okay lah.
Okay,
Like
fair enough lah
like
for this.
like a normal class 2B bike like that.
Okay lah, but to give a comparison, like because my previous one was a Duke 200, that one was the best because you can reach, I think, 38 kilometers per liter, which is much better lah. But yeah lah, just to give a comparison lah.
What's the capacity of the tank?
I checked, it's I think 13.7 or something lah. 13.7.
Okay lah.
Like I said, can get to maybe 270 kilometers. Still, you need to get the next one, which is to me will be around 3 days, and then I'll need to top up.
So okay, so just now you mentioned you actually were riding a KTM 200 before.
Yeah.
So was it daunting for you when you switched to a class 2A bike? You know,
Daunting.
in terms of like expenses.
Expenses okay, let me see.
Confirm
Expenses.
need to come out a bit more, right?
Yeah. Definitely the fuel lah. Fuel is one thing. Last time I only need to go top up every 5 days, but this time around is 3 days. Apart from that, maintenance actually so far nothing major has happened to this bike. So those usual servicing, like engine oil, which is the same as the 200 also. So I will change it around maybe 2 months, every 2 months. So that one will cost me, set back me around like maybe $80 per service, because they use 2 bottles and then they change the filter. But that is also because I go direct to the agent to do it. Yeah, because I prefer that way lah. But I know some people they just go for like the third party.
Their own mechanics.
Yeah, own mechanics.
Mechanics they're comfortable with lah.
Yeah. Oh, actually there is something major that I changed, which is the clutch. That one also, I mean, is a standard price lah, like any other bikes would.
Normal wear and tear lah.
Yeah, normal wear and tear. So nothing major to be honest. It's just that maybe the bike you have to pay a bit more lah. That's it lah.
Yeah lah.
And
How long have you owned this bike?
okay, almost 1 year. I don't know if it's a misconception or not, but a lot of people say like KTM is like a motor circuit because like they get like a lot of problems.
To be frank with you, I've heard this everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It has that reputation.
Yeah, it has that
Even
reputation.
the Duke 200 also.
Yeah,
I
correct.
heard this one like every time breakdown or what.
Hey, but I'll be honest with you, it's like the best bike. I mean because I don't have much. I haven't used much bike yet, but so far, like I said, it has never gave me much of a problem.
That's why I think it depends depending on the rider. Like some rider they whack the bike, they every time want to go fast. That's why their bike, like how to say become
Rabak.
motor sakit lah.
No, there's one guy also that told me. I mean, usually those people that say that you ask them, have they even ridden a KTM themselves? Most of the time they don't because like you said, they're here, maybe long time ago, maybe it was but so far it's okay.
So have you mod the bike? Any additional accessories that you have put on? I see.
Yeah, I have a bit lah. One of it is as you can see, the exhaust. Acra exhaust. But this is just a slip-on. It's not they call it a full system. In terms of the sound, I guess it has some improvement a bit. But to me nowadays, new bikes are like 2000 or 2018. Once like for a slip-on exhaust, not much difference than the stock to me. to me lah.
And then I see you put a balancer also.
Yeah. This one is. This one they call it I think slider. Slide protection. So like for slow speed crashes or high side, you'll be helpful to protect the engine. And then what else? Oh, maybe the levers, which is standard lah. Levers. Then what else?
That one is more aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic. Let me see what else. Oh, actually
has to go up and see.
Yeah, because I don't mod my bike much lah. Oh, but okay, people that might know me might be looking at my bike and seem like something is missing. Because I took out the box. I have a box.
Oh, you have a box.
But because recently I took it out, just for fun.
Just for fun lah.
Yeah,
because I think it looks nicer without the box.
Yeah, I agree.
The Dukes, right, are nicer without the box.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's meant to be that way. It's designed to be that way.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, the KTM got a lot of accessories or not?
Accessories Okay, let me see
Like aftermarket part.
Okay, I wouldn't say as much as like those Aerox, those kind of things.
Yes.
But you are still able to find online. You definitely have to import. But there are some in Singapore like if you're looking for original items, for example, power part seats, because they have like a line. KTM have a line which is called power parts. So those are like maybe upgrades for comfort. You know, like the seats. You can upgrade the seat. You can upgrade like the levers also they have. Those kind of things. But if you look at third party, like for example, box, SW Motec, you know, that kind of thing.
I see.
But in Singapore, okay lah. Usually I see like when they modify, it's like, you know, like those brake cover they change. Then
that one, little
cosmetics.
More of cosmetics. To me, that's how I see lah.
But in terms of performance, are there performance mods, performance accessories? How is it?
Performance, maybe I'm not the best person to say lah, but from what I observe, I guess not much. Not much.
But you as an owner, right? As an owner of this bike, would you rather leave it stock, mostly stock, or would you like, you know, if you can, would you like change certain things?
Okay, for me, easy answer would be I can leave it stock, and I'll still have the fun in it, you see. And in terms of the look, in terms of the power kind of thing. And I mean, it's also known that, for example, the KTM RC, right? In reviews also say like stock you can bring to track. But of course, if you are serious on track, I mean, there are people in Singapore that do this track thing, right? So they do really modify it, like even not only for the RC, but like for the Duke also. But so far, I see the old Dukes, which is the previous design one.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, there is a community that do it.
What is your best memories with this bike? What's the name? Do you have a name for her?
I have, but I don't say. I don't say.
It's not nothing personal to him,
I have, but I don't say. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the best memories with this bike?
The best memory that I have was to Batu Pahat. It was just a solo trip, quick in the morning, and then come back. That's it. Because I think that day I had nothing to do, so I thought I wanted to test this, how far the bike can go and all this. So I went there But apart from that, actually every day is a good memory with this bike. Really, because like every morning when you go to work, right, you commute to work, I think that's when you can feel the fun of the bike.
I see. Yes, correct. I agree with you. I mean, that's what being a rider is all about, right? That connection with your vehicle.
Correct.
So Harith, thank you so much for willing to come out and review your bike and tell your story.
No worries.
And
willing to share.
I think that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one.